Good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. And yes, we are getting back to our snake oil salesman series as we are coming more into the modern era here. But before we do the disclaimers, for everything that we cover throughout the duration of the Snake Oil Salesman series, you're going to find all source material linked in the description box. So, should you like to do any deep diving on your own, you're definitely able to go ahead and do so. Trigger warning, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. I do use profanity. And some of the topics we cover on this channel, the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, for example, can be very particularly triggering. So if you have children that watch the channel that are 16 or younger, parental supervision is very much advised. Now, this came out of Yahoo Health. It's an older article, but still very relevant. I'm going to pull up the photo first because I know you guys have seen this. I have seen it actually at Walmart, Walgreens. Yes, I've seen it there too. And it's clever how they do it even within the stores. Because you notice up here, you have things that have been tested. They have been graded by the FDA as good active medicine. Excuse me, sorry. And then right down below it, they kept this. And even more, they'll have that right near where the pharmacy is. So it gives the person this idea that the pharmacist approved of the placement there, when in all actuality, that is not truly the case. In fact, there are quite a few pharmacists who've been mortified by this because the below the picture have not been confirmed or tested to actually be able to deliver what it says it can in the descriptions on these boxes. It cannot be confirmed whether they actually do what they say they do. Now, placebo effect is you take something and that mentality, you get where I'm going there. We all know about the placebo effect. But it has not been proven beyond a doubt to be able to actually do the things that they claim. Much like the snake oil salesman of yore, where it tells you it cures everything that ails you, including even split ends, probably. But it was unverified, right? It had not been tested. That's why we have the FDA around these days, so that people can't just get away with selling whatever and just chipping people out of their money. So, we're going to close that out. And let's go ahead and read the article here. It says, Pop Quiz. The photo above was taken recently at a large pharmacy chain, and folks, they still do it this way. One shelf features products that have been tested in clinical trials, shown to be effective and approved for sale by the FDA. This is stuff like your Tylenol, your NyQuil, your Dayquil, things of that nature. The other shelf promotes products that are, as obesity specialist Yanni Friedhoff, MD, puts it, at best yet to be proven hope, and at worst, useless hogwash. Okay, it's pretty obvious when we phrase it that way. The FDA-approved meds are on the top shelf. But when you're browsing the rows upon rows of boxes in the health aisles of your local pharmacy, the differences between evidence-based drugs and poorly researched supplements aren't always so clear, especially when you have them sitting right next to each other like that. Like, even if you go to Walmart, for example, their supplements and their vitamins are on an entirely, not just different shelf, but a whole different case. Like, they're not near one another, just to kind of help avoid that sort of thing. As Friedhoff argues in a recent post on his website, selling trendy, unproven herbal or so-called natural remedies only a few feet away from the pharmacy counter gives them an air of credibility that may not be deserved. People who see pharmacies as both business and service, where their service is to provide healthy products to their customers. I have also noticed, as someone who used to use creatine and those soy powders on a regular basis, that a lot of times they'll try to get real sneaky and put it in those areas. So when you're looking at it, you're like, somebody who exercises a lot must think that this works pretty well. So you do run into that quite a bit as well. And oh my gosh, vitamin shops. You want to talk about some of the worst culprits on God's green earth. Some of those vitamin shops, even the one that I regularly go to, it's like a smorgasbord of pseudoscience. I don't know how else to put it. Just an entire smorgasbord of pseudoscience, all in there. Thankfully, I usually know exactly what I'm going for and where I can find it, so I can avoid, well, have you thought of maybe trying this instead for your cough? No, I got what I need. Thank you, peace. Just saying. Putting it out there is all. People see pharmacies both as business and service, where their service is to provide healthy products to their customers, Friedhoff tells Yahoo Health. Pharmacists are regularly reported to be among the most trusted health professionals, he adds. And, I mean, if you have it and it's in a pharmacy, then you think that it does what it says, right? Not just that, but the general public really doesn't have a whole good idea on exactly how supplements are regulated. Are they tested? How are they tested? How many supplements are out there that haven't gone under any form of testing? Am I actually able to find real reviews from people who have taken this medication that's coming from real people that either A, has been paid in some way, or B, you get where I'm going, right? I'm not trying to be rude. I do use supplements myself. I actually really do. But there's, even in quality control, it's not uniform. There's no set standard like there is for the FDA-regulated drugs and prescription medications and over-the-counter medication. It can vary from company to company, which if you use supplements, that's keep an open line with your doctor always. Let them know why you want to take a particular supplement, what you need it for. Ask them if they're familiar with it. I'm just saying. As a result, many people assume that the natural products available for purchase in the pharmacy section meet the approval of the pharmacist. Most often, that assumption would be incorrect. The pharmacists I know are mortified by the non-evidence-based products their pharmacies sell, Friedhoff says, referring specifically to supplements and devices such as raspberry ketones pills and ionic technology bracelets, which have little to no research to support the benefits they advertise. Most of the stuff out there is a total waste of money at best, and can be outright dangerous at worst, says weight loss expert Charles E. Seltzer, MD. Supplements are confusing as it is, and most people, even really smart ones, do not have the knowledge to look at a package and know whether the claims are based on real science or just marketing hype, Seltzer tells Yahoo Health. Many hot natural products such as green coffee bean extract pills that are suddenly in every grocery checkout line simply don't have much research conducted on them. So we don't have like clinical trials to see how it is affecting people's weight within a controlled setting. So we often don't know the side effects these products could cause or how they react with other drugs. That's in stark contrast to the rigorous research that prescription and over-the-counter medications must undergo. In the United States, pharmaceutical companies must show proof that medications are safe and effective before they can legally hit the market. But supplements don't. Instead, the government relies on consumers to report serious adverse effects that may be due to supplemental use, and only then reviews the product's safety. For more on the distinction between that, of course, the FDA website. To make smart decisions about the dizzying array of options on pharmacy shelves, experts offered these tips. Don't assume something is safe just because it claims to be natural. Plenty of natural mushrooms grow in my front yard and I wouldn't want to eat, Fredehoff quips. No, not all doctors and pharmacists are supplement experts. Much of what we've learned in medical school about supplements was incorrect anyway regarding efficacy and safety, Seltzer says. Before you take a controversial new herbal product, Seltzer recommends talk with a health professional. Yes, exactly. Who specializes in the condition that you are trying to treat. He or she will have the expertise to let you know if the compound in question could possibly help your problem and can offer alternative or additional solutions. So, that covers things pretty well. We're going to go in more depth in regards to supplements in particular, because that is a field where pseudoscience runs rampant and the good old snake oil advertising points of yore really pop up. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and close out. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get tend to get removed from time to time, so please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the comments, and make sure you're still set up for notifications. We're still continuing on with this series down the rabbit hole, as well as following JRC situation. We don't want you to miss anything. I do appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.